Okay, let's see. Oh, forgot to do that. Right. There we go. Now, let's see. Okay. Yeah, okay, I think it's live. Oh, and I just remembered, I have a note over here about turning down the audio from effects because I think it's too loud in Fallout 4. When streaming, at least. Let me also pull the mic over a little closer. Okay. Hello, the Resolute Cartographer. It is Friday, May 17th at 6:17 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Apologize for it being so late. Hey, Jim Jam the Daft One. Oogle do to you as well. We're standing here in Boston. We got the Mass Fusion Tower over there, and I figured that I keep saying that at some point I need to figure out whether or not I need to do a video on the Mass Fusion Tower before doing a full video on the Gunners. And as I haven't taken the time to do that off stream, I figured why not do that now while on stream. So we're gonna go over here and check out the Mass Fusion building. At the very least, I could do a full video on Mass Fusion, both the company and its several sites. There's really only 3 of them, but
No more hiding for you.
Anyway, that'll be the goal here, is to take a look at the tower, see if I need to cover this site before covering the Gunners as a whole. Because I've been trying to cover all the auxiliary gunner locations before moving on to covering the full organization. The organization itself of the Gunners is centered within Gunners Plaza, but they've got multiple outposts in which they're hanging out all over the place. Is this the right building? I'm not sure that it is. It's been a while since I've been to Mass Fusion, so I don't... I know that there's an interior. That is definitely not the right building. Let's keep on moving. Hope everybody's having a good week. Or had a good week, I guess. It's Friday now. I've been getting that... These guys just... Okay.
Over here.
I'm glad they were raiders. It's a good thing they all dress like that. Otherwise, I would have just accidentally shot a settler dressed weird. But anyway, there's the Mass Fusion building. I've been working on the episode 4 review for the Fallout television series. That script is done. I just need to record the audio, put the video together. So I should, at the very latest, have that thing out by Monday. So look forward to that if you're interested. Definitely a very, very interesting episode. Like real point of change for a lot of characters there. Also, I keep forgetting to mention this, and I do need to create an actual channel update video to talk about this. The channel now has over 10,000 subscribers. I really do want to thank everybody for coming by to actually subscribe and watch the videos, and it's been an amazing month since the release of the Fallout television series. There have been so many more people coming by the channel, and my Vault 111 video has been blowing up like crazy. Like, it has gotten, I think, 20 times the number of viewers that it had in its first 4 years in the past 2 weeks, past 3 weeks, whatever. So it's up over 100,000. I think it's the second video of mine that has done that. The first one, of course, being the video on the ECS Constant. Okay, so we had our first Gunners killed here.
What?
But yeah, again, covering the Gunners is the purpose of coming here to Mass Fusion. Because I've covered all their other auxiliary sites, Vault 75, Quincy, Hallucinogen Inc. And the goal here is simply to basically cover everything of theirs before covering their headquarters and their main organization.
Hey.
Was that a trap? Where was that triggered from, anyway? Anyway. It didn't hit me. I'm not doing God mode right now. A lot of the time when I do stream, I'm just doing God mode just because it makes it easier to move around areas and stuff, but this is, I think, my highest level character. So, he can survive, actually, quite a bit of beating. I also just noticed that scale there. Did I not trip that? I didn't. Okay. Yeah, this is with the Fallout 4 patch. In an additional patch, I think, that they released just a few days ago. Do I have... I don't know if I have... is it 0? There we go. I was going to say, I think I've got stim packs hooked up to a hotkey. So far, all I've seen is Gunners. By which I mean, like, I need to see some actual lore to have a reason to cover this place. Oh, wow. Well, yeah, I guess the rockets would be pretty dangerous. Let's see if I can hit them from back here. Oh. There we go. Okay. The good thing is I think I've got like 300 stim packs. Or something crazy like that. Yeah, 305. So I should be fine. Also, if you're into Starfield and you haven't seen the new update, the maps are amazing in that. If you just go to my Twitter feed, I just tweeted out a picture of Sidonia a few days ago. It looks amazing. The interior maps are great, and I'm really hoping that this is something that they're gonna carry forward with into future games. Especially, well, obviously with anything sci-fi related, the way that they've done the interior maps is perfect. So I would kind of hope that with Fallout games we get something like that, where it's like, oh, this is the Pip-Boy 4000. It came with an interior mapping function using LiDAR. Congratulations, you now have this 3D map of this interior. I don't know. But yeah, it looks great. And it's definitely something that, like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's stupid to criticize things that are great now because they should have been there in the beginning, but it really probably should have been there in the beginning. So yeah, I'm denigrating my own stupid comment there, but at the same time, it really does look great. And it's not just like specific set locations, like New Atlantis and Sidonia, but it's in just random little outposts. It does like a quick 3D mapping, and it creates like a little 3D model of the area, including all the little randomized sites and stuff like that. It's great. Okay, we got a terminal over here. Let's take a look at it. Some more of them upstairs, I think. Anyway. Okay. Got some intramail. April 2nd. The Mass Fusion employee store is now open. Order your very own Mass Fusion branded hats, shirts, shorts, swimsuits, and umbrellas, neckties, cufflinks, socks, tumblers, shot glasses, coffee mugs, and more. Please see Eric Roanoke in HR for details. August 19th, 2077. Attention all employees, due to the unfortunate sit-in protest in the main lobby by members of the public, new security measures are being implemented immediately. Please be sure to carry your ID card on you at all times and stay within your designated areas. Do not exit the building using any door or other than those designated as standard exits. Do not provide anyone with your login passwords, and do not use your terminal. Any deviation from these restrictions will result in immediate termination of your position at Mass Fusion. I'm going to definitely have to do more research on Mass Fusion. September 25th, I think that was. All employees are invited to the 2077 holiday celebration. We'll be holding the festivities on the roof of our main headquarters this year, so you'll be able to dine with your loved ones while overlooking the beautiful city. A full bar and live music will be on hand, as well as a special fireworks display at 10 p.m. Hope to see you there. Is that something they do in the north? Like, I have company holiday parties that I've been to before, but they've always been indoors, and from what I've seen, the roof of this place is an exposed exterior, and I would just think Boston would be a strange place to do a holiday party outdoors. I don't know. Anyway, let's keep looking around for more lore. But yeah, there's definitely stuff Mass Fusion was doing to be protested. I've covered a little bit of it before, specifically when I was covering Medford and Malden. If you look at the map, they have the Mass Fusion containment shed. Where is that? It's been a while. Is that it? No, it's around here somewhere. I don't know why I'm having trouble finding it right now. Okay, it's somewhere around Medford and Malden, I'm pretty sure. Thought it was around this lake. Huh. Hello, Anthony Smith. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good week. Anyway, the Mass Fusion containment shed, they were deliberately dumping radioactive waste into the water supply. Then along with that, there's also down by Quincy, or not Quincy, down by Natick, they've got the Mass Fusion disposal site, another site where they were just dumping radioactive waste into the environment. Which is also a strange thing to consider with fusion, because there's really not supposed to be a lot of radioactive waste with fusion. Fission is really where you get nuclear waste. So they must have had fission operations along with fusion operations. It's one of those things where it's like I make videos on the Fallout universe and I learn a lot as I do it. It's, I mean, if you watched my earliest videos in Fallout 76, I had a timeline wrong in a couple of them because I had not yet fully explored the lore enough to know that I had the timeline wrong. Specifically, in my video on Morgantown, I originally thought that basically what happened was the Brotherhood fell, then Harper's Ferry fell. But the truth of the matter is Harper's Ferry fell quite a while before the Brotherhood, and it's one of those things where, like, logically in my head I was like, okay, Brotherhood's the front line, they fall, then the next town falls like a domino, but that's not actually what happened. Same with Under That First Red Rocket. There is also radioactive waste up there as well. We'll take a look at that here in a minute once I finish looking for lore here. Let's see. Yeah, Mass Fusion. I believe that they were the main power plant for the Commonwealth. Let's see. Okay, we got some more intro mail. June 18th, 2077. From J. Berlin to V. Summers. Please stop emailing me, Victor. When I have an answer, I'll give it to you. I don't like being rushed into important decisions like this. Don't wait in the cafeteria for me. I won't be there. Okay. From... Oh, nope. Oh. That's the one annoying thing about the PC version of a lot of Bethesda games these days is, like, they're tuned more for consoles, and so it's like... Anyway. July 3rd, 2077. From J. Berlin to V. Summers. I'm not avoiding you, Victor. I'm trying to make the right decision, and I'm afraid you're talking... and I'm afraid talking to you might make it harder. You're acting like this is a simple choice when it's clearly going to affect the rest of my life. Give me time, Vic. When the moment is right and I'm ready, I promise you I'll tell you in person. Welcome to the stream, Sean, and I should have welcomed you as well, Dog Luchador. Welcome, and hope you all have had a good week. Looking forward to the weekend here. Let's see. August 23rd, 2077. Victor, this isn't something I do for just anyone. Why can't you understand how personal this will be? Why you can't understand how personal this will be makes me very upset. You say you have others lined up, but we both know in our hearts that you can only give what you have to me. The other girls are just jealous, so stop this nonsense and be patient. I'll have an answer soon. Okay. And September 15th. Oh, that sucks. Sorry you're having to work all weekend. Thanks for that last intermail, Vic. I know you're just trying to make me happy, and I've been taking too long to answer. I've just never been good at this sort of thing. It's all new to me. Anyway, there's no need to make you wait for my answer any longer. In fact, why don't you come over this Thanksgiving dinner and we'll make this happen. I promise to have everything ready. Okay. Sounds like a marriage proposal sort of a situation, being rejected repeatedly, or being basically forestalled long term. Hopefully we'll find more about that. Yeah, my weekend, it's getting up to the 90s around here now. Unfortunately, basically, the summer here in Central Texas is 5 to 6 months long, depending on the year. Last year it was 6 months, and it was like 108 half of those days, and it rained like once. Last year was easily the worst summer I've ever experienced in my life, climactically. Hopefully this summer's not going to be as bad. It has been raining a lot more this spring than it did last year. Okay, nothing more here. Let's head upstairs. And I've been trying to prepare a flower bed in my backyard, which has been overgrown with grass. And it is not much fun work. I've lost a lot of flesh off of one of my fingers from the roots digging at my hand. Yeah, you live in it's going to be the 80s in Michigan. Just starting to get warm. You guys both in Michigan. Oh, where did I go? I didn't look at the screen when I did that. I am considering purchasing a new computer. Obviously, I'm going to play games on it for my own personal reasons, but also hopefully to make better videos for the channel. Part of it, I'm hoping that these loading screens will be a bit shorter in the future. I'm realizing right now, looking at my thumbnail, I don't know if you all can see the fact that there's a loading icon going on right now, but yeah, there is. Memorial Day's coming up. Last year, Costco had some pretty good deals on computers. And thanks to how well my Vault 111 video has finally been doing after 3.5 years, it has put some money into the account that is normally uh, just the small amount that I get every month from YouTube and from the wonderful people on Patreon. And so hopefully I'll have enough built up to where I can purchase something nice. Something, and I was I was looking at a PC builder, and it was like, oh, if I'm gonna, oh my gosh, this loading screen is crazy. It was like, if I'm gonna do this top of the line, it's gonna be probably $5,000 plus. Of course, I would build it myself if I was gonna actually go in and use a whole bunch of custom components. I specifically was looking at like a 4090, and those things, this website, this computer builder was trying to sell them for 1,900 a piece when I found them for 1,700 elsewhere. It's one of those things where I understand it. I mean, you're doing something where you're putting a markup on things. Oh man, I'd be getting that exact same loading screen. You know what? I know there's a site up on the roof. Let's go take a look at that. Let's toggle clipping, and now we can fly. But yeah, so I know they have to do a price increase because they have to make money on their end as well. Yeah, 1,800 seems pretty reasonable for a lot of stuff like that. Well, Memorial Day, it's one of those things where it's like we have, people say that we have 2 days for the vets, but the truth of the matter is Memorial Day is for those who have fallen. Veterans Day is for all veterans. Honestly, like I kind of think it'd be kind of cool if we had like a day specifically for like combat vets, but I don't. Just because it's one of those things where it's like I feel like guys who actually saw combat really deserve something more. I have never served in the military, but I've got most of my family has over time. My brother was in the Navy. My father was in the Air Force. My grandfather was in the Air Force. And then before that, he was in the Merchant Marine during the Second World War. I had an uncle that served in the Battle of the Bulge, and I had an uncle that was part of building the Burma Road. Great uncles in both those cases. One of my grandfathers was, for a while, the naval attaché to India. Hey, Night Spearhead, good to see you. But it's one of those things where it's like I feel like actual combat veterans deserve their own specific day more so than like, because it's one of those things where it's like, again, anybody who gives any service to the country, it's great, but if your service is mostly sitting at a desk, it's definitely not the same thing as somebody who's being shot at. So let's see. Okay, I was gonna see if I could get up on the roof, and I could obviously if I just turned off clipping again, but for right now, let's take a look around here. Well, the problem with setting specific months to be anything in particular is one of those things where it's like every month now has like 8 different things that it's supposed to stand for. So it's it's hard to really get any mileage out of that sort of thing. There's like nothing up here yet. Maybe it's something, because I know that you get brought up here either by the Institute or by the Brotherhood of Steel. So could well be that some of these items up here are conditional, so I'll probably just have to trigger those quest events when I'm doing my own research on my own time and see if there's additional stuff up here. There could, of course, also be... Nope, this is just a little closet. I was going to say there could be something in there. Let's, I mean, not that this is really going to do anything here, but let's clip up onto the roof. Because it really looked like I was going to be able to. Not anything here. Great-great-grandfather fought in the Battle of Appomattox. Was there much of a battle there? I know that there were running battles around Appomattox. I know that that one of the last soldiers of the war, of the technical war, because the war still continued past the surrender at Appomattox. The last soldier of the war was slain near Appomattox. But I didn't know if it was actually called the Battle of Appomattox. Could well be. Believe me, I'm not at all an expert on the Civil War. I know some things, but not everything. Okay. Let's go check out that Red Rocket gas station to see if that site under it, because I remember there being nuclear waste under this site. I wonder if it's in any way related to mass fusion. But yeah, I had relatives that fought on both sides of the Civil War. I actually have relatives that were in this country before the founding of the country, back in Virginia. But yeah, I have absolute respect for our military veterans. Let's see. Alright. I mean, let's see if there's anything in the Mole Rat Den itself. In terms of lore. And if not, we can go ahead and check out the room above, because I feel like there's a terminal entry or something related to this. Okay, yep. I'm not getting any radioactivity. Okay, there's that. It's been a while since I've been in here. Oh, you got some native relatives? I don't know if I do or not. It's one of those things where it's like, also I'm more and more hesitant to use those genealogy services. It's one of those things where it's like, I never know if I believe anything that I read online anymore. But I saw something about like 23andMe being bought out by the Chinese. And again, I could be in just spreading false information there. I don't know if that's true at all. So, but it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know how much I trust anybody with information that private. Down in the Missouri and Kansas area. Okay, interesting. All right. Right, we're going to check a terminal in here. Assuming it's still there. I hope I didn't.
Should know. People
Okay, good.
complaining a bit about the beds issue.
Business entries. No equipment. Go back. Okay. New equipment installed. Took some wrangling in the head office, but we finally got all the tools we need for the machines to machine our own parts. No more having to pay for Corvega factory parts. The next time they change the spec on the damn fastener, just take one and we got and trim it the excess down until it fits. Okay. Rosa restoration. That Rosa Widow in Sanctuary Hills is restoring an old classic Corvega with her son. Nice woman. Pretty. Kid seems like kind of a brat, but I guess that's the point of her doing this project with him. Anyway, yeah, this is definitely not related to mass fusion. Safe storage. Oh, here we go. Take care of those barrels before you leave tonight. Inspectors coming through first thing in the morning. Just hide them with the others. No, I think this is something where they're hiding their own waste. This isn't mass fusion related. So. Yeah, no, I've
Crops been grown.
it's one of those things where it's like my grandmother is a daughter of the American Revolution, and she knows like a huge amount about our family's history in that respect. And this is before genealogical investigations and stuff like that. So, let's see. Where are we going here? Mass fusion containment shed, which I know is around here somewhere. How am I forgetting where this is exactly? I know that it's on the bank of a lake. Let's go here, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I'm having trouble with this right now. But yeah, and it's also just, it's interesting when you learn more about history and you kind of wonder, like, when you find out, like, also where your family comes from in parts of the country and, like, when they got to parts of the country, if, like, they left for specific reasons like that. Like, I'm pretty sure that I've got some German part of my family that moved up to the Wisconsin area around 1850, which would put them right in line to be there when they would be escaping from the crackdown on the liberalization of Germany. Let's see here. European half of your family didn't show up until way after the revolution. Well, I do have like a large chunk of my family that's Irish, and they definitely would not have gotten here until after the revolution. I mean, there were some Irish here before the revolution as well. A lot of them mostly living on the frontier and stuff like that. But it's more likely the English part of my family that got here before that. I got English, Irish, French, and German. Very close to Michael Scott's A Veritable United Nations. Of course, his included the Scottish. And not the Germans, I don't think, but I can't remember. Actually, I think his was all United Kingdom countries, which is great. Oh. Yeah. Well, I I do not use my real name whenever I'm doing this kind of stuff, but I have a very, very Irish last name. I'll just say that. Yeah, I am also a mutt, but let's see. How am I forgetting where the mass fusion containment shed is? I do not understand how the... It's been too long, I guess, since I've been there last. Yeah, almost everybody's a mutt these days. Mass fusion. Okay, I'm going to look it up because this is driving me crazy. Because I know I've talked about this in a video. It's driving me crazy that I can't remember where I went. Mass fusion containment shed. Okay. I don't have it on this character's map. That's why. Wow. Yeah, that is quite a, a mix right there. Irish, French, English, Norwegian, Dutch, German, Canadian, and Cherokee. And well, it's one of those things too where it's like anybody who is Irish or English probably also has Norwegian ancestry. Unless your people lived in like southwestern England. Lot of Norse in eastern England and in Ireland. Okay. Oh. Is this Paladin Dance's weapon that I'm using here? I think it is. Jeez, let's see. Weapons. Yep, Righteous Authority. Oh. Wow. My hip aim is great. Down the sights ain't much better. Good thing for VATS, huh? I did not realize I was wearing a Children of Adam outfit. I think this was the character I was exploring Far Harbor with recently. Alright. Mass Fusion Containment Shed. Let's take a look here. Yeah, and I am not very accurate. Okay, let's see. That terminal's busted. Wait, are there notes as well? I think there's notes as well. But I believe there's also a manager's terminal. Oh yeah, let's take some Rad-X. Reba 2, what is... Oh, right. That's from Far Harbor. I think it's from Longfellow, if I'm remembering correctly, but... Alright. Nope. Nope. There we go. Good lord, even with Rad-X. Do I have... Is the Children of Adam suit helping at all? It's probably not, right? If anything... No. Well, it does damage resist and rad resist, so yes, it is helping. Spacesuit costume, I think, helps with that a little bit, but doesn't look like it's actually as much as that. No. I thought I had a hazmat suit on me basically always. Adam's Bulwark. There's so many things in here I've forgotten about since the last time I was wearing them. Let's do a spacesuit costume. Nope, that is definitely not helping. Was this the character that I was doing Creation Club content with at one point? I think I popped Rad-X, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Had I not popped Rad... I thought I had done... Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, no, it's really radioactive here. Okay, let's go upstairs and take a look at the manager's terminal. Supervisor's terminal, sorry. Alright. Honestly, I've always found the easy one to be more difficult than the hard one, because when you're only dealing with 4 letters, it's... And there's a 26-letter alphabet, it is so easy not to have any overlap. 8 pins. Nope. Why is... Let's do that. Tries reset. Okay. Well, dome, ice, pits. Nope. Wait, pits might be. No, because it'd have to be 2 overlaps. There we go. Okay. June 13th. After 34 days of being accident-free, Lester tripped behind the forklift while he was backing up. Now we're back to 0. Also, Corporate made us put up all the Remember Your Hard Hat posters, like that would have saved his life. Yeah, that's one of those things. Hard hats, they're kind of... They will save you from specific, very specific incidents, but it's one of those things where it's like they are... If you have a large thing dropped on you, the hard hat's not doing anything. The company retreat, and this is August 4th, the company retreat is coming up in a couple of weeks. Mr. Feld said it's mandatory for all employees, especially supervisors. I hate going through to these things. It's bad enough having to deal with those people during the week. Now I have to pretend I like them for a whole weekend. Sometimes I envy Lester. Oof. Lester being dead. August 22nd. A hazardous material inspector stopped by today unannounced to check on our operation. I started to feel like he was getting suspicious of what had actually been going on around here. I told Mr. Feld, and he said if the inspector started catching on, we need to get rid of him, and he didn't mean asking him to go away. Well, he caught on, so we had to get rid of him. If anyone finds out what we did, they'll put me away for life. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Words like, yeah, maze and gate, yeah. No, yeah, but it's definitely, I've always found it to be the case that when you get a word that has like 8 letters in it, it's far more easy to actually check these things. Let's see. I'm gonna get in this, oh, just a rad roach. Yeah, there are so many radioactive barrels here. I think, if I'm remembering it correctly, they were dumping the water into the local lake. Dumping the waste, I mean, into the local lake. Let's go take a look at it. In fact, we just walked past it, I believe. Yes. And basically they were trying to do like a fishing competition and things were not going well. Or they had to reschedule the fishing competition. I remember there being a fishing competition that ended. Let's let's go check it out. There it is. Monitoring station terminal. I would have to look up the proper pronunciation of this, but I'm just going to go with Quanapawit? Quanapawit? Something like that. A lot of native names up there. They are 10,976 weeks overdue for their inspection. Water quality status. Activating sensors, radioactive contaminants extreme, heavy metal contaminants extreme, fecal contaminants extreme, dissolved oxygen moderate, other contaminants extreme, overall status hazardous. See alerts. Contaminants in excess of sensor tolerance. Critical levels of multiple contaminants have been detected. Contact with this water may be hazardous to human health. That's where Nora got pregnant. Let's see. Water quality incident reports. Let's see. June 1st, 2077. Quarterly water assessment. Sorry, quarterly water quality assessment. Contaminant levels 3 times prior readings. Legal dumping remains the most likely cause. Recommend closing the site, closing the lake to the public, beginning a formal inquiry into the waste management practices of nearby heavy industries. General Atomics, Saugus Ironworks, and Corvega. Saugus Ironworks has really interesting history in the real world. June 25th, 2077. Repeated water quality assessment per department request. Contaminant levels have continued to increase. Recommend closing the lake, beginning formal inquiry, canceling the mayor's fishing tournament. There you go. They canceled the mayor's fishing tournament. July 4th. Fishing tournament resulted in 27. They should have canceled it. They did not. 27 reports of serious illness following contact with the water. 1 boat sank. Its 2 surviving crew members were treated for critical radiation burns. No fish caught. Lake Quanapawit. I don't know. Closed to the public until further notice. Yeah. Let's go ahead and you see there's potentially a note nearby. I don't see one in here, but there's always the chance that I've picked it up on this character. Why don't we see what the lake water's like? Holy m and this is with Radix, I assume. I assume that Radix hasn't worn off yet. I did fast travel, so it may have. Oh, man. Holy moly. Oh my good lord. Did you see that? I got up to 27 rads there for a minute. Alright, let's take a look at this picnic ground over here and see if there's a note here. Nothing on the tables here. Got a couple chairs. Nope. Oh. Is the dog coming after me? No, the dog is not. I'm glad I didn't shoot at the dog. But the Mirelurk is. Where did the Mirelurk go? I want to save that dog from that Mirelurk if I can. Oh, no. The dog is fighting the Mirelurk, it sounds like. Oh! Oh, no. Let's see if we can fix that. Is that the right one? No. Let's see if we can... Oh, it's too heavy to carry. Come on, it's a dog. I can drag a human. Oh, now I feel bad. And I can't seem to target the dog. And I think I just took its meat. Oh. Well, now I feel bad. Oh, well. Okay. So, yeah. Again, covering mass fusion. Why don't we go take a look at the... oh, I'm going to drop. Okay, there we go. Because I was technically in the air. And I know Fallout 3 at the very least. If you're not flat feet flat on the ground, it will not allow you to fast travel. So, let's check out the mass fusion dump site. Okay. Yeah. And I definitely broke at least one of my saves because at one point I was trying to film and the day kept turning to night and it was just frustrating me. So I froze time. But something about fast travel and the way that it works with the time system in the game meant that every time I would fast travel, it would just freeze the game eternally. Like it could not figure out how to get past this. So I don't even know what's... It's not on this save, obviously, because we just have done some fast traveling. But I have really screwed that up on one of the characters, and I don't remember even which one. All right, let's see what this is. Let's take some rad away first, so I don't just die. I must have cleared this site recently enough for the purposes of filming the video on Natick. Otherwise, I'd be getting attacked by super mutants. Let's see. Okay. Oh. I mean, this is... Oh, okay, there you go. I was going to say, this is like a little bit of a radioactive little warm pool compared to the boiling pot that was whatever that lake's name is. I don't even know. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay.
I'll wear your guts
Oh.
around my neck.
See, when the target is that big and slow moving, I'm great. I can do all the hip accuracy shots all the time. And I was about, what, 15 feet away, so that's my level of marksmanship in this game. Let's see. No. Michigan is... The shape of that state is kind of crazy. Like, not the glove part, obviously, the mitten. But the fact that the Upper Peninsula is also part of the state is just... It's weird. Like, it feels like it's like something left over from the settlement time. I did a map of the changing ownership of Southern Nevada for my video on... what was it? Searchlight? No. Novak. And the way that the ownership of like so many of those states changed to where it's like this is now the Michigan territory. Oh wait, now it's the Iowa territory, you know, and it's like it's nuts. All right, let's see. Okay, that covered that. There's supposed to be a gunner site in Nuka World as well. Let's go to the Nuka World. I love that cover so much. Oh, man. Okay. Wait, do I even have to fast travel here? Can I just... Yeah, there we go. That's right. It's weird. Like, Nuka World, I really actually enjoy now that I've played it, but back when the game was still releasing content, this must have been 2016, I was actually kind of annoyed that they did Nuka World, because I was like, I want something more serious, and they've just given me this, like, playful thing. But then when I actually went in and did the content in Nuka World, this is a lot of fun. I don't know why I was opposed to this. Okay. Has this character done all the Nuka World content? I think so, and I think I put the settlers in charge.
Hi there. If you
Whoa. They just cut out and speaking to me. Alright, let's see. Don't know if the gunner's location is actually specifically marked. You know, I honestly don't know that I really have actually spent much time looking at the fast travel map here. I visited all over the place, but it's one of those things where it's like I just enjoyed exploring the map. Let's see. Well, the neat thing about Nuka World is like all the different sites, you know, that you can actually go see. In fact, let's go see Vault-Tec Among the Stars, because people keep talking about the original idea for the Enclave having been going to the stars and settling other planets, and it's one of those things that never actually made it into the game, as far as I know. It was going to be part of Project Van Buren, which was the original version of Fallout 3, but it never got in. That version never got made, obviously. Okay, let's see. Let's go check out Vault-Tec Among the Stars. I know there's a gunner site here. I can't remember what it's called, so that's what I'm looking up right now. Locations. Okay.
Join us on a journey into the future, where humanity has set out on a new voyage of discovery, seeking adventure. Arcturus Prime, a frontier colony in the year 2291. Baked by the unrelenting sun, life on the surface of this remote, desolate world is all but impossible.
Arcturus 2, I believe, is a prominent world within Starfield.
Underground. Welcome to Vault-Tec's colony Arcturus. Welcome home.
It's the site of a massive mech production plant for the Freestar Collective.
With modular construction techniques, new colonies can be established on almost any world in a matter of weeks.
Oh. I forgot about this. Alright, let's see. I remember that happening, and I feel like I remember there being like a note about like how they're basically trying to mess with people's heads.
Your colony will feature beautiful, expansive commons. Step into your spacious private suite, equipped with all the comforts of home.
Are there any terminals in here? There we go. Project Lead Terminal. Experiment 1. Brainwave disruption. There you go. Use of radiation scrubbers in the exhibit to emit an electromagnetic field that causes interference in the brain patterns of human subjects. Expected result, minor loss of motor control, temporary stupor, and forgetfulness. Okay. Is this a weapon, or are you planning on using this on just the general people? Experiment 2, subliminal suggestions. Use of audio emitters to generate varying degrees of subliminal suggestions, overlaid with specific frequencies. Expected result, acceptance of suggestions causing subjects to perform involuntary actions, headaches, depression, and other phenomena resulting from neurochemical release. Still trying to find this gunner site. Hypnotic pheromones. Experiment 3. Use of genetic modification on flora to release a pheromone-like airborne toxin that will be inhaled during while passing by the emitters. Expected result: loss of independent thought, minor addiction, susceptibility to suggestion. Experiment 4. Theta radiation. Use of reactor modification to emit theta band radiation in low, short doses. Expected result: drowsiness, extreme fatigue, potential paranoia from sleep deprivation. How would this help anybody unless you're planning on using this as a weapon? Experiment 5. Like, this doesn't even help your own goals. Long-term testing of experiments 1 through 4 on Hodgson, Grunner, Dallas, Bartleby, and Langston to assess long-term effects. Expected results varies by experiment. Okay. Let's see here. What we got. I am really looking forward to the new 76 area. I don't know if it's going to be there, and I have not done anything with a public test server, but I'm really hoping that Mount Weather will show up, because it's the right sort of area for Mount Weather to show up, and Mount Weather would be the perfect spot for an Enclave outpost, as I've talked about before, and it also would be the perfect place to have a weather control machine, based on the technology found at Fort Atlas.
Expansive common areas where you can relax.
Oh yeah, we were just down in there. Yeah, this is Earth-like setting. Of course, that probably comes from nobody watering the trees properly for centuries. Jeez Louise. This is such a dumb thing to do. You don't run 4 experiments simultaneously that all have effects on neural capabilities. Like, this is not going to help you understand any one of these things individually.
Spread throughout the galaxy and beyond. Imagine a future among
Wait, did I come in the... Am I going back... Okay, I don't know. Nope, there's the exit anyway. Okay.
Please see a sales associate.
Let me exit this thing and see if I can't find the gunner's location here. Gunner's locations. Bradberton Overpass. I play 76 mostly to film. I need to get back into doing surveil videos at some point soon. But honestly, these Fallout television series reviews have been taking up like all my time. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyway. Okay, let's see. Back outside. I think I saw Bradberton Overpass. I thought it was over there, but is that it? Yes, there it is. I did not spend much time with the Nuka World on tour. I did not spend much time with the Blue Ridge Caravan update. Oh. Oh, is that one of their Assaultrons that was just saying this? Oh. Okay. I was wondering, like, where are the rest of them? And then I realized it's one of their overpass bases. Yeah, I played Fallout 76 when the beta came out, and I have played it basically every time there's been a content release and any time I've been making a video on a specific topic in Fallout 76. There's a reason, so if you're not aware, the reason I call myself the Resolute Cartographer is because I am so prone to switching the game that I'm playing at basically almost any moment's notice. So it's one of those things where it's like I have not stuck with something like Fallout 76 as like a daily game. I also spent a huge amount of time playing World of Warcraft back in my late teens to early 20s, and I was doing sometimes 50 plus dailies a day, and I just have no interest in dailies anymore in any capacity ever since then. And so the whole thing with like Fallout 76 where it's like work on your score and stuff like that, that stuff does not appeal to me. I'm much more... So it's like I love the lore of Fallout 76, but the whole constant treadmill is not something that I'm on board with. Oop. Gunner Sergeant up there wearing some power armor. I've always thought that getting these guys out of their power armor would be just crazy. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if this is a new thing with the patch that they did, but I had a I had my outpost at oh jeez Louise, Assaultron. I had my outpost at Sanctuary Hills attacked, and I had all my power armor stored there. Oh, okay. I had all my power armor stored there, and every single suit was suddenly filled with settlers, and now they're just walking around in power armor. And I... it's kind of annoying. It's like a bunch of rat roaches showed up, and they're like, ah! I'm gonna go back there, and I'm gonna engage God mode, because the whole point of this is to see if there's lore here, or if this is just the gunners having an outpost here. Nuka-Cola Quartz sounds like it was disgusting. Like, you read about this stuff at the Nuka-Cola plant in the Konoha Nuka-Cola plant in Fallout 76, and they were trying to have sugar suspended within the solution of the soda. So they were basically just constantly increasing the sugar content until sugar would drop out of solution. And they're like, oh, this is getting to be too much. You know what? Let's put some non-digestible sugar in there. And so they had these giant chunks of non-digestible crystalline sugar floating around in the soda. It just sounds like your teeth would just rot out basically immediately. In fact, I believe there's something in the lore about, like, is it normal to feel like my teeth are being drilled right now? Oh, I can hack you. Let's command.
AO compromised. Engaging.
Yeah, Nuka-Cola seems like it would basically taste like Coca-Cola, but just where it's like your teeth would fall out after a single drinking of it. Ah.
Negative contact.
Utilizing
stealth tactics.
What's a soda for the Michigan folks? Yeah. A pop. A cola.
You humans.
Oh, I thought you were on my side. Oh well. You know what's interesting is we have seen one Assaultron in the Fallout TV series. She found that one dead Assaultron just sitting around in the dust. It's gonna be interesting to see if we see any more of them. The prop that they used looked very good, but we'll see if they actually have anything that. Obviously, it would be CGI, I would assume. So. Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed Matt Berry doing the voice of all the. Oh, we got this guy right. I enjoyed seeing Matt Berry do all of the voice lines for the Mr. Handies. And it's one of those things where it's like, well, I've thoroughly enjoyed the voice lines that we've gotten and the voice actor who's done this stuff in the past. I'm such a fan of Matt Berry, I would almost kind of like to see him do the Mr. Handies, at least for one future game, you know? Jeez Louise. The Assaultron head lasers are so freaking powerful. Oh! He's wearing XO1 power armor this time. I don't know if he was before, but... I love how I just turned his armor into ash as well. Okay, so I can grab the parts off of him, but that's just funny. Okay, Gunner Terminal, here we go. Captain Tornin signed in. User logs. Yeah. Armor is leveled with you, but let's see. That was the best part about Oblivion. If anybody out there has not played Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, all the armor would level with you, so you would eventually get to the point where you're facing bandits that are wearing like glass and ebony armor and stuff like that. It was absolutely nuts. And it was something where you'd take down a bandit team, go sell their armor, and you'd be able to, like, if you were living in that actual world, you'd be able to live for like a year based on taking down a single bandit team. Recon team is missing. Captain Tornin, 4th Ops Log. It's been over a week since Sergeant Lanier took the recon team to the Nuka World bottling plant. A day after they left, our scouts started seeing these weird glowing lurks crawling all over the place there. We tried drawing a few of them away, but those things are way tougher than any lurk I've ever seen. I tried to send a runner back to HQ for reinforcements. Until they get back, there's really not much we can do to help beyond keeping the base camp held down. Yeah, the Nuka World bottling plant is nuts. It's kind of just a crazy place. Hey there, I don't know what to put 803. Welcome to the stream. We're investigating gunner sites, in this case, Bradberton Overpass in the Nuka World DLC. Again, the goal with Fallout 4 videos going forward, cover all the auxiliary sites for the gunners. Hello there. And then cover the gunners themselves at Gunner Plaza. Holding down camp. Oh, I'm reading these in reverse. Let's go to establishing the base camp. I should have known. First Ops Log from Sergeant Lanier. Having been sent with a moderate detachment to explore western areas of the Commonwealth, we came upon the Nuka World Transit Station. After putting a bullet into some guy who was obviously acting as a lure, we decided against trying to use the monorail and hoofed it over the mountains. Rougher terrain than we initially thought, and we lost comms with Gunner's HQ. No matter, we've run off comms before, and if things go south, a follow-up team will be sent our way. One of our recruits mentioned that he'd heard of some kind of trading post out here. Lots of possibilities there. We've set up a base camp on Bradberton Overpass for now. I'll be sending recon teams out soon. What is this place? Now that I've seen more of it, I have to say this Nuka World place is pretty strange. I can't possibly imagine what practical use a place like this would be. It's almost like a series of forts, but the pre-war gates don't seem to have doors. If not for the frequent radiation storms, it'd almost be the ideal place. If we can't find a good toehold to start pushing the raiders out, this could be huge. If we can find a good place to... Anyway, holding that camp. Wait, am I missing something here? Oh, no, it's multiple people. Taking control of this outpost as ranking officer, Sergeant Lanier has decided to lead a recon team to perform a more thorough search of the Nuka-Cola bottling plant. One of the privates asked why she was leading the team herself, and after she knocked a couple of his teeth out, she explained that something about it felt hinky to her. No idea what that means, but I'm not stupid enough to argue with her. Okay. Well, let's see. I got the stream started late, so normally I would have exited things out by 7, but let's go ahead and see if we can't find that recon team at the Nuka-Cola bottling plant. Yeah, basically I got home from work and my wife, who's still getting off of her 3 days of overnights, basically called me in to take a nap with her, and so I woke up about 10 minutes before the stream, realizing how late it was. Let's see. In the future, I'm probably going to be moving the stream to 5 o'clock, by the way, because there are some folks in the UK and in Germany that have showed up in the streams in the past, but it's midnight by 6 p.m. here. So if I can step it up to 5 p.m., then I can make things easier on them. Okay, that's looking for gunners, and I see this person, I just walk on. We have the first member of the team here, it looks like, that we've found so far at least. Let's see. Did I loot these, or was there just nothing here to begin with? I feel like I remember at one point doing something where I was literally looting everything and doing a pack rat sort of a situation where I was hauling things to one spot here. That one right there, in fact. That Red Rocket gas station, I think. So it could well be that I have completely looted this location. Whoa. Look at that. I love that kind of translation bug right there, where everything's been moved over a few spots, X and Y. Anyway. Let's see if we can find any more dead gunners, or if we need to go inside. Yeah, my wife's hospital, she works as a nurse. The entire computer system has been down for like a week and a half. Hackers have hacked into their system and are holding it for ransom. It is lovely because they're having to do all their charting by hand on paper. And it's stuff like she's a what's it called? I'm trying to remember the actual name of it. She's labor and delivery nurse. That's what she is. And right now, it's like one of those things where it's like she has to literally be watching the baby's life signs constantly herself because she has to watch the readout. She can't go back and see anomalies and stuff like that. So they're down to basically one nurse per patient right now, where normally it would be 2 or maybe 3, if they have patients that are really early in their labor and stuff like that. So it is a crazy situation right now. And it's one of those things where it's like somebody who hacks a hospital system. It's like, I understand fully that there's like nothing in this world that's truly sacred. And it's like hospitals are businesses and all that stuff. But if you're someone who really does hack into a hospital and lock down their stuff like that, there's a special place in hell waiting for you. Okay, let's go back to where I found the first gunner, if I can remember where that is. In fact, why don't we just fast travel back, because that was where we found the gunner. If only fast traveling didn't take so long for some reason. I don't know why in Fallout 4 I have the worst fast traveling times of like any game. It's like in Starfield, I will go from like planet to planet, and it's like done. And in this, it's obviously there are more local items and stuff like that to load, especially when we get to like Boston. But I'm hoping this is something that they kind of resolve going forward. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we found the first gunner right up here. Let's see if there's any more up over here. We got a terminal. Maybe anybody take some notes. Nope, spotlight control. And we've been up on the roof. Did I go up over here? I think this is just where I was, so yeah. Well, let's see if we can go inside, because they did say that after the recon team came over here, that's when they saw the glowing lake lurks come out, so, or Mirelurks, whichever one. I think lake lurks are in New Vegas. So let's take a look. Oop, nope. I cannot remember where the entrance is. Oh, wait. This is an entrance right here. But yeah, the World of Refreshment, I think it is the other fast travel point, so that might be the spot to go in. Stuff should... Sorry, I missed a few notes here. Stuff should have refilled after 3 days. I don't know. Because again, it's been a while. Like, obviously, it's been a long time since I've been to Nuka World in the real world. But I don't know how long. It's been a while in game too, because this character was covered in what's it called, Far Harbor stuff. So I was hanging out in Far Harbor for a while. Oh, yeah. I don't know if that's one that I killed or one that they killed. I love the Nuka World song, by the way. You can kind of faintly hear it in the background. Okay, we got... Oh! Sergeant Lanier. I hope I didn't loot anything lore related off of them and just forget about it. I'll probably have to enter not Gunner World, Nuka World with another character. Yeah, this is definitely... I'm gonna have to do that. Well, at least we found Sergeant Lanier. Alright, well... I think I'm going to start closing things down here. If anybody has any comments or questions, we'll do another couple minutes here. Any suggestions, things like that. So just to go over the schedule of future events here. Again, Monday, I'm hoping for the, at the latest, for the Fallout television series episode 4 review. Along with that, we still have 5 more videos in that, technically speaking, because I'm going to do 4, 1 on each episode, and then a follow-up that'll encompass all the episodes and stuff like that. You too, Night Spearhead. Hope you have a good weekend. Along with that, again, as we've been shown here, I'm going to be covering the Gunners in Fallout 4. In Fallout New Vegas, I'm planning on covering REPCON next. In Fallout 3, the Metro system. I did a lot of work on that before I decided I was going to do a channel website. put the maps on there, but I still, again, need to find a website builder for that. Or, I don't know, stop making videos for like a month and work on that. Starfield video on New Atlantis. So, other than that, though, I hope you all have a good weekend. I don't see any questions or anything like that, so have a good weekend. I hope you all had a good week, and I will see you all next time. Again, look for the next video on Monday.